Okay, grade 12s, now we're going to look at transposing instruments. And I'm sure that many of you get confused when it gets to transposing instruments. I sometimes have to actually explain to university lecturers how it works. So you are not alone. But I trust after today that you're really going to understand how it works and that you're never going to get confused about it again. Okay, so we have something called concert pitch, okay? And concert pitch is when you play C and it sounds C on your non-transposing instruments, which means it's instruments like, for example, your piano, okay? When you press C on the piano, it sounds C. When you play on a guitar, it is a transposing instrument, but if you actually play C, it's going to sound C. So a transposing instrument is when you play C and it sounds at a different pitch. Okay, and we start with C. And when you understand how it works from C, you can also work it out in other keys. Okay, but I want you to first just understand the main principle. Okay, so let's have a look at something like a clarinet in B flat. So why do we call it clarinet in B flat? So here's concert pitch. Okay, so C sounds C. The moment a clarinet plays C, it sounds lower. All the instruments that are prescribed for grade 12 always sound lower than concert pitch. Okay, so if a clarinet in B flat plays C, it sounds B flat. So why is it important to know this? Say your ensemble plays in C major, and now you add a B flat clarinet to it. The B flat clarinet is going to sound horrible because it's going to, while the others are playing in C, the B flat clarinet is then going to sound in B flat. Okay, so that's really going to clash. So we want to be able to make sure that the B flat clarinet also sounds C. And that's why we need to transpose its music higher so that when it plays that note, it's going to actually sound lower and sound concert pitch. Okay, so I'm just saying this again. When a clarinet in B flat plays C, it sounds B flat. And in order for it to sound C, we'll have to let it play higher so that it sounds lower. Okay, and this is now how we work out the interval of transposition. So if we take B flat to C, okay, so if it plays C, it sounds B flat. Okay, in other words, it sounds lower. That's why the B flat is below the C. So from B flat to C, I will still revise intervals with you guys, but if you are confused at this point, don't worry, just take me on my word for this. This is a major second. Okay, so if we know this interval, we can also work out at what interval we need to rewrite the music for the clarinet in B flat so that it will also sound C. Okay, so this is a major second from B flat to C, and now I just need to go up from C, a major second, to D. So now our clarinet is going to play in D major with D major's key signature, the F sharp and the C sharp. And so it looks D major, but it's going to sound C major. Okay, so that is how transposing instruments work. So you don't need to go through this whole thing every time you work it out. If you say you have a horn in F, okay, so a horn in F, so you think C. So if it would play C, remember it got its name from if it plays C. All the transposing instruments work like that. If you have a trumpet in F or a clarinet in A, the clarinet in A plays C, it sounds A. If you have a horn in F, if it plays C, it sounds F. That's where it got its name from. Okay, so let's have a look at, what did I say, a horn in F. So if I have my horn in F, so if the horn in F plays C, it's going to sound F. So now you need to determine this interval. Okay, so if it plays C, it sounds low, it sounds F. Okay, and that's why it's horn in F. And now you work out the quality of this interval, and this is a perfect fifth. So to get it to sound C, we need to work out a perfect fifth above C. Okay, so in other words, it's going to be G. From C to G is a perfect fifth. So your horn in F is going to play, so read the music in G, but the actual sound is going to be C. So now we're just going to apply this principle to any other key. Okay, so we've only worked with a principle that involves a name. So if you play C, it sounds A flat or A or F or whatever. Okay, so say for example, our key is G major. Okay, so our concert pitch key is G major. I'm going to do this very simple. So for example, we have this. I'm going to really do it simple. Just start the scale. Okay, so concert pitch is G. Okay, so when you play G, it sounds G. Now they say transpose this for clarinet in A. Okay, that says transpose it for a clarinet in A. So now we're going to apply exactly the same principle. So clarinet in A means that if the clarinet plays C, it's going to sound A. This is a minor third below C. So for the clarinet to actually sound C, we need to take its music a minor third up. In other words, to E flat. Okay, so while the other instruments are going to play in C, the non-transposing instruments, the clarinet in A is going to play in E flat. Then we apply the same principle now when it gets to other keys. So this is just to know what the interval is that we're working with. Okay, so the name tells you what you need to work out. Okay, so you just take it from the name to see and to know what the interval is. So now I'm going to take this example in G major. So now they say, okay, you need to rewrite it for a clarinet in A. So now we already know that a clarinet in A sounds a minor third lower than our concert pitch. Okay, so we need to get it a minor third higher so that it actually sounds G. Okay, so you don't need to do the initial part, but if you want to, if you feel safer, it's fine, but you don't need to. Okay, so our concert pitch is G, so a minor third from there would be E. Okay, but you don't need to work out this part. Okay, if you already know what the relation is between your transposing instrument and concert pitch. I'm just showing you the full thing. So because you know that it sounds a minor third lower, you'll have to go a minor third higher so that it will actually sound G. So we need to get a minor third above G, and that is going to be B flat. So our clarinet in A is going to look like this then. Okay, so this concert pitch, and then here is your clarinet in A. So yeah, that is basically it. So just remember, okay, concert pitch is here. All your transposing instruments are going to sound lower, okay, and the name says how much lower it's going to sound, and we work from C, okay. So if it sounds there and we want it to sound there, we just need to put this, the same interval above concert pitch, so that the same interval that we had here is now just going to be here. So when we play higher, it's going to sound lower on our concert pitch. Okay, and that is basically it. So I hope I was clear on it. I don't know if you have any questions. You're welcome to post in the comment section if you have any questions regarding transposing instruments. Alternatively, please join me on Friday when I'll be having a Q&A on Zoom at 3. Okay, have an awesome afternoon. This is it for today.